Hello everybody and welcome back to Chellington Farm. We've just had a lot of rain. It's been raining all night, so all the fields are really muddy, but we do still have a very small amount of carrots to harvest. They're now ready, the ones on the headland, so we're going to go over to the farm, the big farm, and get those done. It's literally once around the headland. It's next to nothing of a job, but I think it would be good to grab a trailer for the tractor, because we do currently only have the really big trailer, and since we do have quite a bit of money to play with, it would be good to have a smaller trailer as well. So if we just go into the category here, let's just choose the best one for the job. I have loads of different mods. I did just whiz past one which I liked the look of. Yep, the cane dump trailer. That looks fantastic. And yeah, we can customize a few different things here. But to be honest, I think actually the standard looks good anyway. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll buy it, and we'll go and pick it up, and then we can very quickly finish off the carrots. Whoa! As I said, it really did rain a lot in the night. I wasn't expecting that. I know that Oxygendavid is fantastic with where he puts all the flooding, but yeah, I've never seen it there before. River levels are extremely high. Wow. There's going to be some flooded fields as well. I think some of the fields over near that bridge go underwater, so we're going to have to go and have a look. It'll be very interesting to see. I think I did actually show it off in the first look video, but I missed the road flood. That's a route that we use quite a bit, and it was up to, I don't know, halfway up the tractor, to the bottom of the cab doors, so I don't think we could actually go through there in the pickup. Yeah, look, we have got, I don't know if the field is actually flooded, but it's certainly, the river has come up way higher than where it usually does. Yeah, you can see, it's just creeping into the field there. Anyway, let's pick the trailer up. We'll go and do the carrots, and then we'll go over to the new farm. I'm looking to really start working full-time over at the new farm. And I think it'd be quite nice to actually buy loads of fields down this way. Because although the other ones are great, they are the starting fields, and not only that, they're the fields which I have already worked in loads when we were doing the FS15 and FS17 series. So it's nice to spread out and explore the rest of the map. I know this is just a dump trailer, so the capacity isn't going to be that high, but I would hope that everything does still fit in. Okay, how wet's this field? Not too bad. That grass field was terrible. Right, so I think, yeah, it is just one harvester's width. Might get a little wider at the top there. Put that in, and it is a shame really that we had to wait, because we've had to pay for another day on the rental, so we're not going to profit on the headland. It was more a case of just doing a thorough job, and that is the disadvantage with renting over owning the machine. We could just come out here with our own machine and get it harvested. Still, maybe £5,000 worth of carrots, don't know, very hard to predict. Looks like we're not quite taking in the whole lot. It's already 4,000 litres, that's not bad. I think it was about 300 and something pounds per 1,000 litres. But the carrot harvesting has been good. The next thing is onions. I want to do onions, but because it is now autumn, it's the autumn, I don't think it's the right time of year to do onions. We do tend to plant them in the spring, so we can prepare a field ready, but it's unlikely that we'll actually be able to put them in the ground. Lovely rainbow. Oh, I didn't quite make 10,000 litres. That was so close. 9,960. Well, that's not too bad. In fact, that's more than what I was expecting. Oh, maybe we can. Look, we've got 1 carrot on its own. 2 litres. It was almost worth the fuel to run the harvester to pick it up. Right, so now we are we've officially finished the field. I guess the question now is, do we keep the field, or do we sell it and then put the money towards fields closer to the other farm? I think it will all fit. I wouldn't have thought that trailer is smaller than 10,000 litres. No, I guess that's one of the things I should have checked. I sort of based it on what it looks like. Anyway, yeah, this needs to be returned. It's been good, but it's also been quite expensive. So we will need the onion header when we come to do the onions. What's that, about half full? 2/3. 2/3 full. So we're going to go to the sell point. I don't think there's any reason to keep these carrots. The pigs may eat them, but yeah, obviously we're not doing pigs on this series. So let's take a look here. Need to go to the carrots. Best price is Sunderlandwick Estate Stores, which is the usual place. Makes it easy. And we'll take this setup, this traction trailer, back to the new farm. Not quite the usual place, it's the place just on the corner. But when we do get back to the new farm, we can start planning the field for onions. Come on, £4,000. I'd be happy with £4,000. It's quite a slow tipper. Still, very nice trailer. 3,747, so not too far off. Right then, I'll see you over there. Right, I was going to just jump cut until we got to the other farm, but I was coming down this beautiful country lane, and then I was given this view. I didn't even know this place existed. It just shows how I've been sticking to one area on the map, which is not a good thing to do. It's always a good idea to explore. It's beautiful. And it looks like the water's come up here as well. It looks like that should have been an island, but yeah, really deep. Just goes to show that jump cutting isn't always a good idea. I don't think I've ever been on this road before. Amazing. It's actually the cut-through road to the new farm, so I'm very pleased about that. Oh, there's a bonfire in there. I've never seen that either. I just crashed. Yeah, distracted while driving. So many things that you miss. That's fantastic. Okay, little allotment or something. Let's now get back to the farm. Our farm is on the right hand side, just down here, with the stone wall. But I haven't bought the fields yet, still have to do that. It looks like the field has been planted. That's the good thing about leaving a crop, or leaving a field before you buy it. The previous owner will put a crop in. I wonder what they've planted, because I'm really tempted to buy that field. It is field number 45. They have planted barley, so nothing too adventurous. We have grass fields either side. Probably would be a shame to plough them up. So we'll probably put the onions in another field. Anyway, yeah, we're settling in. Put this trailer into here. And I'm also aiming to have less machines rented and more purchase buyers. Own them outright, so that's the best way. Long term, not short term. We need to make the money first. But I think £871,000 isn't bad going. So, yes, we're going to buy fin number 43. We're going to buy fin number 42. 45, like I said, that would be good, but let's just see. I don't want a cotton crop, because I don't have the machinery to harvest it. 47 would be interesting. We will buy 45. Yes, 47 has been ploughed, so that's going to be a great field for us to put the onions into. And I will just check and see when we can do it. But like I said, I think it's the spring, because I grow onions in real life, and it's the spring for those. So onions, harvesting, yeah, planting season obviously. Spring, yeah. Well, that makes perfect sense. So we're just going to have to leave that field empty for the winter. So, let's focus on everything else. We are going to be buying cows for this farm, and the sheep that we have over here are most likely going to be moved to here, for obvious reasons. So, I think we are almost in a good position to buy the cows. So what we need to do, because we are as usual running Maize Plus, like in the multiplayer series, we need to make sure that we have some of the requirements. Autumnwood Farm, there we go. Oh look, we can have calves here as well, that's nice. But we need some of these things. As you can see, alfalfa fermented, we have that. That's good. We're growing clovers, that's going to be good. Yeah, so at least they have something. They'll have something to get on with. So I can buy them. I don't think we're going to need that many to start off with. So we'll have them delivered. Here's the animal dealership. So Autumnwood Farm. These are our cows. And we want to be going for... I think milking would be a good idea. This one produces the most milk. The queen of milk production. This breed requires a lot of feed and is expensive to buy up front, but produces the most milk. And I think we are going to be going for milk production instead of breeding them to sell. So we will go for that. I don't know exactly how many to get, but I think that would be enough for now. Confirm. And yep, we have got them delivered to the farm, which is very good. So the next job is to jump into the lorry, load up some of our silage, and get it taken over there. Do they take fresh grass? I think they do, from what I can remember. Grass. So yes, this field here, or maybe one of the other two, can be cut. I think this would be a good one to cut though. We bought it a few episodes back and have done nothing with it, except for using it as a cut through. So we will cut this field, we'll pick it up, we'll take it over to the cows, so they can have grass as another feed requirement. Ooh, that is deep. Very deep. I think we'll be okay in this. Yep. Yeah, so we need to get the JCB started. We'll just get a full load. I'm not sure if it's going to empty the pit. It would be good to empty the pit and then keep a full trailer load for the winter. But first things first, let's just get it done and see how much they'll actually take. Water is the other thing. We need animal pen extension though. I don't really fancy using water tankers. And we still do have the Krone Big M rented, so that is going to be great for cutting the field. But after that we'll have to decide whether or not we want to cut the other two or leave them till next year, because we're still paying a daily fee for renting the Krone Big M. And because of the size of it, it's very expensive. Can't remember how many bucket loads this takes, but I think it's about 5 or 6, 7. It's a big bucket. Still quite a bit left. This one is likely going to finish it off. Don't think it'll fit. No. So yeah, we'll see exactly how much we have in there. I'm amazed, it goes so far. The alfalfa is such a good crop. Oh yeah, it doesn't show, does it? For some reason. But it doesn't matter because it's still there, even though it shows 0. So we'll head off. I probably should turn the beacon off. We'll have a flat battery. Actually, that'd be quite good if... yeah, there's so many different things that can be implemented into the game by Giants. Yeah, things like the battery. Vehicles do need new batteries. You can run them down if you forget to turn the lights off, for example. It is going to be so interesting to see what the next version of this game offers, but obviously we don't know anything about it yet. $48,000 litres. It's going to be quite tricky making the turn. If we go way up here, then it might be okay. Oh yes. In fact, that was easier than doing it with the pickup truck. I'm very happy with this new farm. I think it's so nice. We had so many to choose from as well. But this was my first choice and a lot of my viewers' first choice. So yeah, it was the obvious one to go for. So where is the trough? It's such a classic British farm look, which I love. Quite tight. Now the cows should be over here. Yep. They're all here. Yeah, we can't have too many anyway, because it's not the biggest field ever. We should have a feed trough here. So the question is, how do we get in? It must be through here. Might have to think about a different vehicle to use to get the feed into there. But hopefully today we can make do with this. Just park that out of the way. And then we have the issue with it being a tipper. It's not the tallest shed ever. We do need to downsize some machinery. I've got stuck. There we go. They'll probably take all of this. Okay, for a moment there I thought I was in the wrong place, but not at all. But that suffices. Whoa! 98% still. Of course, we're running season, so it's only for 2 days. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that must be from grazing then. So it would be better to do... Well, we can't do any of these hay products. Too late in the year. Grass fermented. It's a different category to grass and alfalfa fermented. So if we empty the pit and then get some grass fermenting, that would be good. But I suppose the question is, where do we put this? We actually need to... Well, it'd be great to bale this, but I don't know if you can bale fermented alfalfa. We need somewhere to tip it, in a shed or something. Well, I'll attempt to put some over here, but I thought they were going to take all of this. Actually, they took 2%, which is completely different to the multiplayer map that we're doing, so it must be something to do with seasons. Really limiting the amount they require, which in a way is good. Got to be very careful here. But that is piling up quite nicely, and I don't think it will rot away. It doesn't matter if it takes up the whole bay. I know it might seem a bit of a strange idea, but it will work. Okay, well, there we go. We've tipped it all. So we need to empty the pit. We need to sell the rest of it. it looks way neater than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to go all through the sides and everything, but this shed is clearly geared up for tipping loose material in. If we had more cows, they would take more, obviously. Yeah, so time-lapsing this because it's just going to be what we've already done, loading up and selling it, and then we'll cut that grass field and we'll start fermenting it. And it will only leave the hay product as another requirement, another feed requirement. And if we really wanted to, we could buy some hay just for this year. And there we have a nice empty pit. So we're going to keep the remaining bit in the trailer for now, because it's just, I don't know, about 10% of the trailer. I really need to crack on, but I mustn't forget to give the cows the water, so we do need to set up the water tap. That's a bit more than 10%, maybe about 40%. Good. So yeah, we have a nice empty pit. That's the most important thing here. So let me just tab back over to the cow farm. We need to go to, oh, wrong place. We need to go to here. Find the water trough, which I would imagine is just sort of somewhere in the field. Haven't wandered around here before. There it is. So that just needs to be set up. Put the valve there. And we'll put the pipe just there. So now they have the water that they require. They're not going to die, which is always good. Yes, we need to get back onto here. See, that's filling up. That'll stop when it is full. Straw pellets we'll have to sort out next year. But yeah, this should be quite easy. I'm hoping. So into the Krone Big M. I have so many machines. There we go. I don't have any windrowers. I returned the one which we were using. We did have the Claas one at one point, but again, it was rented. It's been returned. And this actually isn't going to take too long because it's not a very big field. But we don't need that much for the few cows that we have. We can't really go up the bank because it'd be very tricky to pick it up, and we need to make sure that this is set to a swath mode. So I think we have to wait until that is unfolded. There we go. Swath dropping. Brilliant. So just nice and easy. I don't think, yeah, like I said, I don't think we can actually go up there. I think if I do, it's going to stop cutting. Yep. It just makes a mess. So we need to stay off the bank as much as possible. After all, it probably doesn't even belong to me. It probably belongs to the railway. I think even if the edge of that catches it, it's going to stop mowing, so don't want to be making a big mess. As for the little farmyard up here, as I said before in the previous episode, I would love to rebuild it. So I think in Giant Editor I could delete that shed keep those two, maybe remove the old machines, and then put a new shed here. We get as close to the hedge as possible. Yeah, it's a good little field. Eventually we may plough it up. We may put a crop into here. Because it's actually better to keep the grassland close to the cow farm. We have 2 grass fields over there, so having this one out here isn't really necessary. We could do the onions in here, who knows? So many different possibilities. And there we go, lap number 1. Hopefully I can just go up and down, and then we'll return this, and the loading wagon is still in the yard just over there, so we'll use that again. But then I think after that we'll have to return the tractor because it is a demo tractor. We can't just keep using it for free. Maybe going around in circles is good, or just like that, like an L shape. I wonder if it's all going to fit. Already 67% full. I think it's unlikely. But when we've got it all into the pit, this is going to be a great tractor to compact it down with. It must be quite heavy. I have no idea how heavy this tractor is, but it just looks so chunky. Right, 20% space. It's going to be so close. If I hadn't done that little bit going to the BGA entrance, it probably would have all fit. Bet it would. So close. It's going to leave me with the slightest little bit. %, space. Ah, yep, definitely. If I hadn't done that piece, I regret doing it. It means we end up with more, but we've got to go all the way to the farm and back for just a tiny bit. Might as well get that piece. We're full. Well, 99%. It was never going to fit. Still, we have managed to get a lot of grass. Loads of fermented grass there'll be. We'll probably end up selling quite a bit because it would appear the cows don't need that much, although we do have to keep feeding them every 2 days. So yeah, I'll go back and get that final bit. Oh look, the water levels have dropped loads. So it must have been just because of the rain. It goes to show how clever this is. It's the sort of thing where in real life you think that's just a weird comment. It's flooded because it rained. Different for a game. In fact, it's very intelligent. So what's it going to be? 5%? 3%? That is so annoying. 4%. Okay, good. Well, let's go and tip it. Let's go and compact. Well, I suppose you can say every bit helps. So, let's see how quickly we can compact it with this beast of a tractor before it is returned. But we do need to buy a new big tractor for the bigger fields. So in total from that one field, 107,634 litres. That is impressively good. And it's compacting fast-ish. Shouldn't take too long to do. So if I keep going backwards and forwards over this, hopefully, when I've jump cut, it should look fairly level. 100%. Only one more thing to do, and that is to throw the sheet over to start the fermenting. And there we go. So I think really quite a bit has been achieved here. We will get some more cows because 10 isn't really enough. But yeah, we need to make sure we have as much food as possible before we do buy them. Estimated food required 57,928,000 litres per year, I think, for 10 cows. That's quite a bit. But I think we can manage that because that's like half of what we have here. Anyway, there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.